So shrubs are old-fashioned way of preserving fruit, and late 17, early 1800s. Anybody who had a farm would use part of how they would preserve their fruit was to put it in apple cider vinegar, let that macerate, and then sweeten it up, strain it out, and add it to cold water. And it was like the first soft drink in America. And then in the 1800s, shrubs became very popular with bartenders as cocktail mixers.
Right. And it's popular these days as a sort of Coca-Cola substitute?
It is. It's really the craft cocktail movement that's kind of going on now that's brought shrubs back. So a lot of high-end bars they make their own shrubs. They'll serve shrub, in a cocktail.
Right.
And bitters as well. So there's bitters and shrubs have made a big comeback.
Yeah.
But what we found is that for the soda stream world, people who like to make their own seltzers, it's a fantastic, natural, lower-calorie, healthy alternative to commercial soda.
So a lot of these bottles are destined for where do they end up?
So they really end up like in both. They end up in like three places, really. I mean, they end up on the cocktail part, and then they end up in the fridge for making the sodas, and they also end up in the pantry because they're excellent to cook with.
Right.
Because if you think about it, a shrub is really it's vinegar and fruit, which is in French cooking is called a gastrique. When you cook vinegar and fruit together, it's like the base of a lot of different recipes and cooking sauces and marinades and French cooking. It's called a gastrique. So shrubs are amazing for marinades, salad dressings, sauces, even in desserts. You can make carnitas, and they're pretty versatile.
Yeah. If I were a foodie, I would have heard of shrubs, or
yeah,
is it still
by now you probably would have heard of shrubs. I feel like it's Martha Stewart in the New York Times. It's been covered. People who read about food at this point have probably made some shrubs.
Right.
They're like the perfect thing to make in a late summer when you have a lot of raspberries that are really ripe and you got to do something with them.
Right.
Make a shrub with them.
Yeah. They're not. It doesn't sound like they're completely easy to make, though. I mean, you have to know what you're doing.
A little bit. It's not hard, but you have to be patient, and and you just have to get a little knack for it.
Right. Right.
I think bitters are a lot more complicated, in my opinion. I make both.
Right.
Shrubs are not as complicated, but getting a really good one, like a nice blend of flavors.
Right. And do you expect that this will be a kind of foodie enthusiasm, or do you think it'll break out?
I don't know. I subscribe to the specialty food newsletter people, and this week they had one that was somebody did a study on what's trending in hospitality and restaurants for 2017. And under the drinks category, they said that vinegary shrubs and switchels were definitely trending. So.
Right. Very good. Great.
So we also make switchel, but if I explain switchel, we're going to be here all day. So.
Excellent. That was very well done. Thank you so much.